When thinking of Batman, have you ever considered the amount of damage that Batman and his friends do to Gotham City? Well, in an alternate storyline, in an alternate universe that is not in the mainline universe, I am stating it very clearly right here before everyone assumes this is a mainline book. In an alternate universe, it's time for the Joker to become cured and start questioning Gotham in their actions of supporting Batman. White Knight is an incredible story, and we're starting right now with issue 1. It was late night as the Batmobile speeds off through the gates of Arkham Asylum. As it pulls up, the guards come walking down the steps stating, "Right this way, sir." While the men walk, a familiar yet different voice asks, "How is he?" The cell doors open and inside, Bruce Wayne, Batman, sitting in his cell, chained up like the other inmates. One of the guards tells Jack Napier, the man who used to be the Joker, that he hasn't said a word. Batman gets up from his bed, towering over Jack, and Jack smiles, telling him, "I'm in need of your help." But how did things turn out this way? The Joker free and Batman arrested? It began a year ago on a night, just like any other. The Joker skating through the streets on a jet-powered skateboard, taunting Batman to follow him over the drawbridge. The Joker makes it over, but inside of the Batmobile, Barbara tells Batman that he needs to not jump. The ferry is down below, and if they fall, but Batman steps on the gas, rocketing over the gap onto the bridge. He follows Joker as he skates off the highway and onto some nearby buildings, and Barbara shouts that there are people living in those houses. How do you know that they won't crumble under the weight of the Batmobile? The Joker skates down by a construction site, flipping the handle onto a cement truck to pour all of its liquid cement onto the ground. But Batman, still having no regard for anything around him, skids through the cement, not letting off of the gas, sending a wave of cement at the workers. But before they could get covered, Dick Grayson races by on his bike, grabbing the workers and moving them to safety. The Joker pulls on ahead, and Batman stops the car as Dick pulls up, telling Barbara that she needs to keep a better leash on Batman. He's out of control, and Barbara shouts, "Dude, he doesn't listen!" Batman looks on ahead and chases after the Joker. So Barbara hops out onto Dick's bike, stating that he's getting worse, and Dick tells her she should have done what he did. Leave. Batman runs on ahead, knocking over a security guard, and Barbara stops to make sure he's okay. But once Batman gets inside of the warehouse, the Joker yells, "Congrats on another great performance, partner! Can't wait until they make a playset of us jumping over a bridge! However, there always needs to be a bit of challenge to our relationship. Always raising the stakes, making each of us stronger each time." Batman starts heading up to the next level of the building, stating, "There's no relationship between us." And the Joker tells him, "Come on! We're Gotham's favorite power couple! And just like any couple, we're supposed to always fight!" Just then, the Joker comes out of the shadows wielding an axe, and Batman spins back, punching him in the face. The Joker yells, "We're a team! Just admit it! That's our whole dynamic! The only thing missing is the love-making!" Batman tells him, "That's the thing. I only pretend that we're a team because it gives you some form of purpose. You can't see the whole truth that you don't matter. Not to me, Gotham, or anyone." The Joker begins picking himself up, asking, "So we're gonna lay all of our cards on the table, huh? Guess that means I don't have to hold back." Batman tells him, "I'm not holding anything back, because I've got nothing left." Joker swings, shouting, "Vigilantism isn't about justice, it's about control! Fix the city in your own pathetic way of salvaging a broken life. Even Gordon is fed up with you, watching his men get turned into cannon fodder in the front line of a war that they didn't ask for. It's all falling apart, and there's nothing you can do to stop it." Batman begins beating into the Joker. All the while he shouts, "Face it! Gotham's greatest villain is Batman!" But Batman continues to punch the Joker in one last time before telling him, "Just stop talking!" And then the Joker begins to hold up a small bottle of pills. Everyone rushes in to find Batman sitting over the Joker with his bloody fist raised, and the Joker stating, "I wanted to prove it with these. If I can get better, I can get this city back on track. Finally showing you all that Batman needs the Joker." Batman grabs the pills, telling him, "Fine, you want to get better, then open up." He pops the top of the pill bottle and begins pouring the pills into the Joker's mouth, and then covering his mouth, forcing him to swallow. As foam begins to drip out of the corners of his mouth, a person recording with their camera phone hits save and walks away. The Joker lays lifeless in a coma, his mind beginning to put things about his life back together again. Before, when he was just Jack Napier, aspiring comic trying to make it in Gotham, his life becoming Joker, and how the madness began to sink in. He wakes up gasping from the nightmare, and as he sits in his cell, he looks at all of the Batman and Joker-themed things covering his cell. And back in Wayne Manor, Dick shouts, asking, "What the hell is wrong with you? Batman, you've been acting completely out of control." Bruce, seemingly not listening, goes back to studying the pills that he just forced the Joker to take, stating that these pills are a complete mystery even to him. Dick shouts, "He's not even listening again," and Barbara tells him, "Please, let us in. Tell us what's wrong." Bruce looks up with a worried look and then tells the two to follow him. As the three walk down the hidden staircase, they walk into what looks like a medical facility and they see Alfred on the bed dying. Dick and Barbara run to see him and they ask what's wrong with him, and Bruce says that he's dying and they don't know the cause of it. He's been like this for a month. Dick looks over the cords connected to Alfred and notices that they have ice on them, and he says that that's Freeze tech. "You're working with Freeze." Bruce tells him that they've been making a lot of progress. He was just hoping that they could fix this so that they wouldn't have to see him like this. Later that night, Jim meets with the mayor to go over their problem regarding the Joker. Turns out someone at the scene leaked out a video showing Batman working directly with the GCPD, something that Jim has publicly denied to the city. He pours himself some coffee, stating that this isn't about the Joker anymore. This is about the public seeing another case of police brutality. The mayor shouts that it's not just that. The GCPD has turned a blind eye to Batman. There shouldn't even be a Batman. The fact that we need one shows that the GCPD is incompetent. Just then the intercom turns on and the secretary outside says that Dr. Leslie Tompkins is here to see them. Leslie walks in and says that Jack Napier has made a full recovery. Took some plastic surgery, but otherwise, he's gonna be fine. The mayor says, thank God, maybe now he won't sue them. And as Leslie holds up her paper, she says that's the thing. She's worried about his mental condition. Whatever those pills that he ingested were, they seemingly have cured him. We would have assumed that it was fake, but you can't fake a CAT scan or IQ testing. He really is a genius. He's also been spending his time in Arkham Library for the past 3 days working on his own legal case. He's filing charges against the GCPD, Batman, and Gotham City. And given his newfound mental capacity, you should be worried. A short while later, Jack is brought into the interview room, and Jim says, Joker. And Jack stops him, telling him, Mr. Napier will be fine. But as he's set down in cuffs, he begins picking the lock, stating that he's going to assume that they're here to make him an offer. Jim gets up, telling him, you're lucky we don't add more time to your sentence for... And Jack talks over him, asking, for stealing a scooter, please. Batman caused more damage than I did. So here's what's going to happen. We're gonna go to trial. I've been taking the rap for Batman's reckless vigilanteism for far too long, and now it's your turn. Jack places his arms on the table, going on stating that Batman has been endangering innocent individuals by driving an unlicensed, weaponized tank. He then endangered a construction site by plowing through a cement truck and injuring 3 people, knocking over an innocent guard. He then trespassed and destroyed thousands of dollars in medical equipment while assaulting me as I tried to surrender. And all the while, the GCPD did nothing but stand there and watch as Batman violently made me swallow those pills. So, if you won't arrest Batman, then I have no choice but to file suit against the GCPD to answer for his crimes. It is time to show Gotham that it's better than the Joker in the Dark Knight. So now, I'm going to be its White Knight. And there you have it, the conclusion to issue 1 of White Knight. Now the plan is to do one of these issues every week, and on the final week, we'll have the full conclusion to the entire storyline out for you. You may be wondering, Benny, why are you doing 6 issues of White Knight? Well, that's because every one of those issues is going to have a super clickbait title, and I thought it would be really fun to do it as a weekly thing for you guys to come back and check out until we conclude it, and then bring you a giant episode that is going to be like 45 minutes plus of the entirety of White Knight. Just a fun idea I thought would be cool to do. Plus, it helps us get through things while I go to Emerald City Comic Con. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time right here at Comicstorian.